Good morning.
Day 2. So today we're gonna start off our morning with some amazing tacos that we loved last year when we came. Hopefully they like them because it's like the most rink-a-dink thing. It looks nasty on the outside, but once you taste that food, it's the best food we had while we were out here the whole time. So that's where we're heading, and I'll show you guys what that restaurant looks like. They got like pig head and all kinds of nasty stuff just on the outside. Don't judge it, you gotta try it. I don't like the Chivas, but we had to come to their stadium just to see what's up.
When in Rome.
When in Rome kind of thing. Puro Juárez, bro. Los Juárez Bravos. Oh, allá. That's Alexis Vega, tia.
Okay.
You know what it is.
I know.
I wanna walk the walk on every street. I wanna fall out with the world at my feet. Hit every discotheque and ask it puppy, yeah. I wanna party 8 days a week. I promise you now. Everything gonna work out. Every tomorrow, no matter what go down. I promise you now. Gonna be thinking about every tomorrow, no matter what go down.
I didn't get the whole thing on them, but it has to do something with the Mayans. I'll see if I can try to get that story here in a little bit. The cool one that I can share really quick before we go start the tour is the history of tequila and how tequila was made. I'm gonna try to do it quick because it looks like they're getting things ready. There was 2 people that were in love, and the man and the woman were in 2 separate tribes. And so apparently what they tried to do is sacrifice the woman so that they wouldn't get married. And so they tied her up to, I want to say, a tree or something, and lightning struck and she was burnt, and it was an involuntary sacrifice. When they did that, it burnt a bunch of pineapples and it burnt some agave. People found out that you can chew agave when it's burnt for a nice sweet snack, and we're supposed to try that later on today. The burnt pineapples, when they brought down the girl and they brought down the pineapples and whatnot, they tried to eat them and they were disgusting. And so they just threw all the pineapples together on a pile. A bunch of rain came in, and the rain had gone into where the pineapples were stored. Then a Native American was walking by and he saw foam. He had never seen foam before. So he drank a little bit of that fermented water, the pineapple burnt fermented water, and it was the first time any person had ever drank tequila. So he got drunk. He then got the rest of his tribe members, and there was the first party. But really interesting piece of history. So there's another cool thing here. Before this area was really discovered, from our understanding, is there's a volcano, and where the area was, this was nothing but water. And so the volcano one day erupted and it kind of dried everything out, and all that's left is actually the small lake over there and a bunch of volcanic rock. But aside from that, the area was all full of water at one point, and so it was very moist, and that's what was required to plant the crops for cane sugar. And so cane sugar at that time was only made in Asia, and it was brought over from Asia during that time because this was the ideal area. So now in Guadalajara,
Very swampy area.
we have the very moist area to do the cane sugar. And so up next, I don't know, I keep saying the pyramids. The pyramids will come someday. But down there you can see all the agave.
Después de 2000 años, pues ya cambia todo. Sí, esas son eternas. Pónganse ahí, les tomo una foto a todos. Ya se ponen ustedes. ¿Qué es?
Baby, 5 veces te ha dicho verde, Benji, 5 veces. I don't know what you think.
Hay 3 pirámides. Esta, la más pequeña, esta y la principal era aquella grande que ya no se pudo reconstruir porque se utilizaron muchas de esas piedras de esas.
So there were 3 pyramids. This was the middle one. There used to be a large one over there, and there's a small one up in that distance. We'll be seeing that one here in a bit. The shape itself is 2 things, and they're both in respect to 2 of the things that they believed in. The first one was has to do with like a god of the wind, because they believed in the nutrients that the wind would bring, and so they made it into the whorls. And the second one is actually maize. So when they crack open maize, it actually swirls just like that. Right over here in these little areas on these giant rocks, they used to be homes of like people of higher rankings within their tribes, or they were also temples for their gods. And so
It's 13.
why were
1,
these
2,
13?
3, 4. So there's 13 steps because they believe they built their whole crop system around the lunar cycle. And there's 13 phases in the lunar cycle. Then there's 4 additional steps up top, and that was for the 4 cardinal directions.
So this right here, this big old pile of brush, unfortunately was the largest pyramid of the 3. During the restoration process, in order to get these things to look nice and in order to get the other pyramids to look nice, they had to pull rocks from that, and so ultimately it was sacrificed. In the past, okay, so there used to be a game, and it was like soccer, and you just use the body in order to play, right? And so this was the field. The rocks, you can only probably see about 2 feet, but probably goes about 10 feet down there. This side and this side was pretty much for the audiences, and then up here and up there is where like the rulers would be.
And it's
So,
in the shape of a capital I.
It's in the shape of a capital I, and people used to settle disputes that way, fights, arguments with your neighbors, and so on. However, often they wouldn't want to play because of that ball being 14 pounds made out of like natural substances, rock, whatever it may be. It was real. They'd hurt each other, and people would end up damaged because it was a 12-hour game. It'd be from sun up to sundown. Eventually, like I think it even got crazier, and the winner would sacrifice himself to the gods. And I mean, it was like an honor that you won and you were victorious, and so they would sacrifice themselves gladly to the gods. And that, I think, is what we believe to have been evolved into soccer.
I wish you guys could smell this.
Why? It just smells like pineapple.
Burnt pineapple. Record my little thing.
What happens?
So it chops it way over there, then right here it chops it finely, and then right under you can see where it's squeezing out all the juices. Then the juices come down into this big thing here.
There's the foam.
That's the good stuff. Cheers.
That's good. This is what they were snacking on when they thought the hot pineapple would be good.
Primero lo vamos a bendecir. Así que van a repetir después de mí, ¿va? Señor.
Señor.
Tú que eres fuente de bondad.
Tú que eres fuente de bondad.
Y nosotros, tus muchachos.
Y nosotros, tus muchachos.
Ya que nos hiciste tan borrachos.
Ya que nos hiciste tan borrachos.
Hágase tu voluntad.
Hágase tu voluntad.
Ave María.
Ave María.
Yo no quería.
Yo no quería.
Me obligó esta guía.
Me obligó esta guía.
Que me regrese como venía.
Que me regrese como venía.
Padre nuestro.
Padre nuestro.
Qué bueno está esto.
Qué bueno está esto.
Santo Tomás.
Santo Tomás.
Yo quiero más.
Yo quiero más.
Bendito tequila.
Bendito tequila.
Maldito tormento.
Maldito tormento.
¿Qué haces afuera?
¿Qué haces afuera?
Vamos para adentro.
Que vamos para adentro.
Ahora sí.
Amén.
Decimos, ahora nos vamos a divertir para que nadie se me vaya a ofender, va, nada más es para que se ríen. Viva dinámica, van a repetir después de mí. No hay caballo que no relinche.
No hay caballo que no relinche.
Ni mula que no patee.
Ni mula que no patee.
Ni hombre que se las pida.
Ni hombre que se las pida.
Ni mujer que no las dé.
Ni mujer que no las dé.
Porque mujer borracha.
Porque mujer borracha.
Afloja la cucaracha.
Afloja la cucaracha.
Y a hombre borracho.
Y a hombre borracho.
Se le olvida lo macho.
Se le olvida lo macho.
Soy hijo de buenos padres.
Soy hijo de buenos padres.
Criado entre los magueyes.
Criado entre los magueyes.
Por eso tomo tequila.
Por eso tomo tequila.
Porque agua solo los bueyes.
Porque agua solo los bueyes.
Disfruta la fruta.
Disfruta la fruta.
Y relaja la raja.
Y relaja la raja.
Estira el brazo.
Estira el brazo.
Encojo el codo.
Encojo el codo.
Y a salud de todos.
Y a salud de todos.
Me lo chingo todo.
Me lo chingo todo.
Y como dijo Miguel Hidalgo, que chinga a su madre el que deje algo. ¡Salud!
Heaven with falling.
Oh my gosh, y'all came out beautiful. Look at you.
En el field.
Qué hermosura.
No vale, está mal. Yo me sentí muy víctima, si lo luego, pero me sentiste muy...
Ahora sí, te he pegado.
Unos limoncitos frescos.
Así es.
¿Son 10?
Sí.
Los pasos que tú le hice una
Bueno.
canción a quien me amaba y ahora estoy como estoy con mi alma rota.
Oh, hombre. Con una de esas y luego a dormir se ha dicho.
El de 6 litros, una botella. Ese es el que lleva.
Para que amarre.
Así es.
Poquita fruta para que sea saludable, ¿no?
Así mero. Así es. ¿Y por qué no? Poquito juguito.
Eso.
Pa'
Just one, okay?
Only one. I promise, no more after this. Just this one. This one. Leading the trip. But with tequila.
¿Dónde vas con ese cantarito?
Voy a misa. No me juzguen. Soy buena católica.
Oh my goodness, this place is beautiful. It was quick. We were in and out. We just got some food. We got our cantarito, cantarote, and we're ready to go, I guess. These are the two cathedrals that are there. That one right there that we're looking at is the original one, the first one. And then this one was the newer one. But yeah, this is it for el pueblito de Tequila. ¡Vámonos! Esta es la fábrica de José Cuervo.
Acá entre nos. Échale. Siempre te voy a recordar. Y hoy que a mi lado ya no estás, no queda más que confesar que ya no puedo soportar, que estoy odiando sin odiar, porque respiro por la herida. Y ay, Martín, no cabe duda que también del dolor se canta, cuando llorar no se puede. Y puedo cambiarte el nombre, pero no cambio la historia. Eso, te llames como te llames. Para mí tú eres la gloria. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor. Delante de la gente no me mires, no suspires, no me llames, aunque me ames. Delante de la gente soy tu amigo. Hoy te digo que castigo. Quiéreme, quiéreme, quiéreme. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor.
So that's gonna cut day 2. I didn't record this because Tequila was probably about a 45-minute ride plus on the way home. But we did stop and get some tamales. We got pineapple and we got corn because they just sounded interesting. So we're just gonna eat that, go to bed, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.